In this episode, I go over my top 5 picks for New Comic Book Day coming out next week, June 22nd, 2022. What is going on, everybody? Justin here, aka No Good Comics, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm going over my top 5 picks for New Comic Book Day coming out next week, June 22nd, 2022. So if you're here for that, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and as always, there are a ton of great comics coming out. It is another great week for comics, and I'm really excited to dive into it. I'm keeping this video a bit shorter than normal because I'm actually have a shortened week here. I'm traveling for work, don't have as much time to do as much editing as I'd like to, and recording and all that other stuff. So I'm just gonna, record what we can here. Hopefully you enjoy it on the Thursday as you watch it. Won't even be able to premiere it because I'll actually be flying home at that time. I'm traveling out to San Antonio for the week for a couple days. So let's just jump right into the list. And again, it's normally, I'm gonna go through just a couple of honorable mentions. I got my top 5, which I'll run through pretty quickly, and then of course my cover by at the end. So kicking it off here for honorable mentions, I'm gonna go with X-Men 12. This has been a really great series. I'm trying to think, the last issue we were on was when the team was visiting Game World, which was kind of like Murder World in a way. And I know Rocket was there. We got little Rocket right up here. Anyways, I've really been enjoying the X-Men run. I talk about this all the time. You guys know how I feel about it. If you guys have not been keeping up on the X-Men stuff, I do recommend going back and reading really off of where the Hickman stuff kicked it off. The House of X Powers of 10, that's really where you probably should start. It's an investment for sure, X-Men, any of the mutant titles, but it's well worth it if you plan to read through everything. So that's going to be one of the honorable mentions there, X-Men 12. Another one I wanted to throw in real quick is, and I've never had this on any list of mine, but I'm starting to get more and more onto reading the DC universe stuff, the events that are going on right now. I mean, I have been over the past year or so, but now I'm putting Flash up here. So here we have Flash 783. Really cool cover, by the way. Not a cover by the week, but it might be something I still might want to have on my list. Really cool stuff there. It's tying into the current event that's going on for the Dark Crisis, where the Justice League is dead, essentially. And so you got the other two Flash that are on the look for Barry Allen, and that's tying into some of the Dark Crisis issue number 1 and some of those tie-ins that they've recently had. So I'm looking forward to this. That's why I just wanted to mention it here. And like I said, it actually is pretty cool cover there. Actually, who is the cover artist here? Cover artist Michael Ataya. I do not know him. Jeremy Adams doing the writing though. So we'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. Let's see. Another one I want to mention here, Black Adam, another DC book. It's a 12-issue miniseries. I know, the movie and everything else, of course, very timely, right? That DC's putting out a solo series of Black Adam. I don't know much about Black Adam, so I figure why not give this a try. Let's see, Christopher Priest, he's the one writing it. Rafa Sandoval, love his artwork. He did one of the cover variants, but he also did the interior work. So I'm looking forward to at least exploring this series. Maybe I'll give this first issue a try. The artwork on the cover there looks pretty dope. Just wanted to mention that one real quick as well. All right, I'm going to dive into this top 5 now. And really, let me make sure here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. So let's get into the top 5. And first one I'm going to do, it's a Dark Crisis tie-in. Again, these are books that I'm just excited for, that I'm looking forward to. So, of course, a lot of the Dark Crisis stuff is going to probably be on my list over the next couple of weeks or months. I'm going with Dark Crisis Young Justice issue number 1. This is a 6-issue mini-series. I actually, I thought it was just going to be like a one-shot, but it looks to be a solid 6 issues that they're going to be doing. I'm curious with the characters, and I'm getting more and more invested. So I'm all in with the Dark Crisis stuff. And let's see, there's issue 1 here. It's going to be written by Megan Fitzmartin and Laura Braga. Oh, we know Laura Braga. Well, we don't know her, but we know who she is. Laura Braga has stepped in and done some artwork on the Harley Quinn series, on and off with Rossimo, over the past 5 or 6 issues. But I do like Braga's work, so I'm looking forward to that as well. The cover art here is Max Dunbar that we're looking at. So Yeah, like I said, Dark Crisis, it's going to be on this list, so I'm all in. Let's check out Young Justice issue #1 when that comes out. It looks cool. Going into my number 4 pick, some more DC, and actually, let me look ahead right now. Give you guys a heads up here. All right, we got 4 DC and 1 Marvel book altogether. So, number 4 on the list is another DC book. It is Batman Superman World's Finest issue #4. I have been really enjoying this series. Man, I feel like maybe it should have even been higher on this list. No, yeah, it's close. It's close. One of the biggest things that won me over here is that Dan Mora has been doing the artwork, the interior stuff, and the cover that we're looking at here. And so I've decided I'm going to be buying all the cover A's. That's just like automatic. I don't know how many issues this is going to be, but I'm into it. I'm really enjoying this the series, the story. There's a bunch of variants for this as well, including Riley Rossmo, which I'll put that up here as well. And also Dan Mora did this cover E cover as well, cover E cardstock variant, which is also stunning. So. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to more of this. And if you haven't been reading it, I do recommend it. It's really good. And if I didn't mention this earlier, the writer Mark Waid, who I'm sure you are all aware of. So yeah, that's going to be my number 4 pick of the week. Batman Superman World's Finest issue #4. Going into my number 3 pick of the week, I am going with another Batman title. It's Batman the Knight issue #6. We are a little more than halfway now, or technically at the halfway point, I guess you could say, as this is issue 6 of 10. And one of the reasons that this caught my attention from the beginning, and I've mentioned this before too, Chip Zdarsky doing the writing. Sign me up. I will give anything a chance when it's written by Chip Zdarsky. Carmen Di Giandomenico, ruining it. Doing the interior artwork. And I apologize for butchering that last name, but it's been a great series. It's an origin, different telling of Bruce Wayne and his origin, and kind of each issue is kind of showing where he's learned or picked up like a lot of different things along the way of how he really became who he is, how he learned how to fight, all the different variations of fighting that he knows, and different tactics, and just kind of how he's learned things along the way. So I really enjoy it. It's Chip Zdarsky, so I'm there for it. So anyways, that's gonna be my number 3 pick of the week, Batman the Knight issue #6. All right, coming in at number 2, we got a Marvel book here. Finally, changing it up a little bit, putting some Marvel on the list, and it's pretty high up there at number 2. Could easily be number 1. I am going with Immortal XMen issue #3. I know that there's some build up to the Judgment Day. It says Judgment Day is coming here. Generally just loving this series. First 2 issues really blew my mind. There's a lot going on, a lot to digest. And again, I know this is not necessarily a series anyone can just dive into. It's not new reader friendly per se, but as I mentioned when I was talking about X-Men before, it is worth it if you do invest your time in reading the Hickman stuff and everything that's come after it now. It's really been a trip. I've really been enjoying it, and I think the payoff is worth it. So yeah, that's why it's so high up there. The Mark Brooks cover, beautiful, written by Kieran Gillen, artwork by Lucas Warnick, which has been really well done. Also really enjoying it. So and of course there's a bunch of variants for this as well. But yeah, so sign me up for some more Immortal XMen. I'm all on board with this as well. As it's, the destiny of X is what it's like screaming in the description here. Over 100 years ago, Irene Adler wrote 12 books. A sequel is long overdue. That's kind of what we leave off at with this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and that is why it's my number 2 pick of the week, Immortal XMen issue #3. And going into my number 1, and really, so normally I do my number 1 pick followed by my cover buy of the week, but this kind of works out because both are combined into one this week. Before I get into all that though, just want to thank everybody for taking time to watch this. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Again, kind of rushed through this week's episode because I'm a little tight on time this week, so but next week I should be back on my regular schedule. I know I have Omni X-Men coming up. We're breaking down some more Black Hammer over on JP's channel on Tuesday as well, coming up this upcoming Tuesday. Some more Superman talk with Ryan, so all sorts of stuff. I'll be back on track with these as these normally premiere. My top 5 videos normally premiere on Thursdays at 12:30 Eastern, so I'll be back into the premiered gear here as well, since last week I went live and all that stuff. So anyways, I appreciate everybody's patience, and as always, thanks for watching. Let's get into the number 1 pick, and that's going to be, of course, it's It's got to be Nightwing. It's got to be Tom Taylor. It's got to be Nightwing 93. So pumped for this. And I mentioned I'm talking my number one pick and I'm talking my cover buy of the week. Here it is, folks. It's all in one. It's beautiful. It's stunning. Batgirl, Nightwing, just looking over the city. Yeah, I'm pumped for this. So if anyone was wondering, I know I talked to some friends on Instagram about wondering about tie-ins. My buddy Connor, he had brought it up too, asking, is the Dark Crisis stuff tying into the current stuff written right now? To my understanding, no. They're kind of two separate storylines that are going on. So the Dark Crisis stuff, that's all its own stuff, and then we have what we see here as with Nightwing and Batgirl. I know there's a lot going on with Melinda Zuko, what's the guy's name, Blockbuster, and all that stuff. So I think that's still continuing kind of where we've been leaving off. So anyways, I do not need to talk anymore about this series. I talk about it all the time. I love this series. If you had never read any of it, go back to issue 78. I'm still telling people to go back and read 78. It is so great. And just read from there, catch up with us now. Plenty of time still, but Tom Taylor's just killing it. Bruno Redondo back in the driver's seat with the artwork. So love it, love it, love it. And yes, he's done this cover here too. So that's why it's my cover buy of the week. Also, I thought that was pretty easy, pretty straightforward there. So yeah, definitely will not be passing this up. Maybe this is one of those books where maybe I buy two. Maybe I buy two. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, those are my top 5 picks for New Comic Book Day coming out next week, June 22nd, 2022. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. If you like any of the books that I had talked about, if there's some books that you think I'm missing. I know I'm kind of lacking in the indie area right now, but I will say, since I'm recording this on a Monday, there's probably some late updates that I am not aware of based on the website that I use. So it's possible that some of those popped up later in the week. So it just happens like that when you record extra early. But yeah, like I said, I'm recording this on a Monday. So, but I appreciate everybody's patience. I hope you enjoy the videos. As always, smash that like button on the way out. Until next time, I will talk to you later.